Hello, today I'm going to show you how to set up user access to Amazon S3, and that's using the IAM area, and that's pretty simple. Once you are logged into Amazon Web Services, go up to Services in the upper left-hand corner and click that, and you will see some options, and you'll see IAM. I can't say it, but I know what it is. And then it will bring you to the IAM Management Console. And what is that? Well, you can create groups, you can create users, and you can give them permissions and roles, and then they can sign into your account and act on your behalf. And it's fairly simple to do. First, click Create a New Group of Users. And then we're going to give it a name. They suggest giving it a name such as developers or managers, whatever you want to do. It's for your purposes, your bookkeeping. Admin. Okay, so then when we get to this next area, it's going to ask us to create a group of users. And first off, it's going to ask you to set permissions. And what's nice is you can edit these permissions later. And the options are you have some broad categories: policy templates, policy generators, custom policy, and no permissions. What we're going to do is we're going to actually pick one. One of the options that I usually want is I want other people to be able to log in and do some stuff on my behalf, but I don't want them to do everything. So first off, you can give them administrator access, which is full access. Below that is power user access, which is full access to the services and resources, but does not allow management of users and groups. So that would probably be the one I want to use. There's also read-only access, and that is if you only want them to be able to maybe copy a code but not do anything to a file, not upload anything or download anything. So I'm going to choose power user, and I can change this later on, so it's okay. Now the next thing that comes up is permissions, and you can customize permissions by editing the policy document, and there's a whole language to that, so it's a little bit advanced. I'm not going to touch that, and you can even test it out if you want by checking out the policy simulator. I am not going to do that. I'm just going to go to the next step, which is by clicking continue in the bottom middle area. Now the third step is to create a new group of users, and I already added a user earlier, and he shows up here. Maybe I want to create a new user, so I'm going to do that. So I'm going to just click Create New Users. It's a tab there. And then I'm going to do New User. And it's going to say Generate an access key for each user. I'm going to leave that on because users need access keys to make protocol requests, which is fine. And then I'm going to scroll down, and I'm going to click Continue. So now we have our username, our new user. They have power user access. If I change my mind and I want to edit it, I can do it right here. They're in the admin group. I can have other admin in this group as well. And that's pretty much it. I can click continue now. And it says your one users have been created successfully. Show security credentials. If I want to see that, that's fine. But I'm going to close that. And it's going to bring me back to my IAM Management Console. And in the bottom in the bottom left-hand side, I don't know my left from my right, apparently, there will be a link for that user. So you would now email this user and let them know, here's your link to access my account. And if we go to another tab, I'm actually going to paste that user link in there. And what comes up? Well, it comes up with this: Amazon Web Services and their account, and then they need to put in their username and password. Well, I didn't give them a username and password. Where did it come from? Well, you can set that up. Back on the IAM Management Console page. Oh, one other thing. This IAM users link here, you can actually, if you want to make it all nice and pretty, you don't have to provide them just with this link. You can create an alias, and then you can have your name, or you can have like your website, whatever it is. It can be like an anchor text, so they can click on it and it will go right to here. So it's just making it look nice. But anyway, I want to do the password for my new user, or let them set it up. Well, I'm going to go to my users. It's right here under the resources. I have my groups and users. I'm going to click users. It's going to load up my new users, and this one has a password, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to give this one a password. So I'm going to check the new user, and when you check the new user, you have groups, permissions, security credentials, and you can go to security credentials, and it says password no, and I'm going to say yes, I want to manage the password. And then you can assign, you can have an auto-generated password assigned to them, or a custom one. I'm going to choose the custom one, and I'm going to type it in here. I hope you don't know what that is. And then what we can do is we can go back to our login here, try out our new user and our password, and we can try to sign in. And it says, please try again in a few minutes. Probably because I was on the page for too long. There we go. And now I'm in, and it says new user, and this is their account number. And so now they can go in and access S3 or do whatever they need to do. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.